Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. So today is a demo review of my new Sennheiser unit that I recently got from Long& McQuade. I had tried out a Samson unit that was pure wireless, and there is a few quirks about it, but otherwise I thought, well, that was pretty awesome. But it's too bad it can't do vocals for singing, because otherwise it would have been, I could have lived with a few things, you know what I mean? But otherwise, yeah. So I had to go to a better system, back to a wire, back to some batteries. But at least it's only 2 batteries I'm sucking up now, not 4. If you look on my channel, you'll find demo review and stuff of a Fi-Fine unit, which is about 50 bucks from China. It's a great unit. I've been using it for a long time now. Really enjoy it. I just don't enjoy how much I've spent on batteries on the sucker, because it uses 2 AAAs in the receiver that die a lot more often than the AA's that go in the transmitter, which is kind of normal anyway for wireless stuff that's all wireless like that. Your receiver will always die out first. But anyway, I wanted a solution that would still give me really good, great quality audio, but at the same time cut down on how much I have to spend on batteries all the time. Now, this particular Sennheiser unit, they say, gets 10 hours of runtime out of a set of AA's. Now, these are just alkalines, okay? And so far, I mean, these are doing great. I mean, I haven't even dropped a bar yet. I might by the time this video is done. But I've had some time with it at home since I've gotten it. I had time with it in the church yesterday, so it was running for a couple hours straight. And then, of course, this morning, I've been playing around with it off and on to get this video done for you guys. And one particular person that had requested the demo review video on it because he's looking at this unit wants to know if it's any good. So I'm going to get a few things out of the way first. It is definitely a great unit. I really love it. The headset that came with it is the same headset that was with the G3 Evolution rental unit that I had that I did a review on as well. And so I knew what I was kind of in for on the mic element side and how it cancels out audio and a little twist here and twist there. Does the same thing, okay? The difference being is I have a plastic transmitter and a different kind of a box, obviously, and you've got idiot lights versus an upright display that's really sick cool on the G3 Evolution. And of course, the transmitter being a plastic box and a little bit bigger than the G3 Evolution's all-metal system. There is, you know, you're getting great stuff whether you're buying this unit or the G3 or the new G4 system from Sennheiser. You're still getting great Sennheiser quality here. Audio reproduction is really, really good. I mean, this thing is still perfectly on par with the G3 as far as I'm concerned. The difference is I would not recommend this system for professional touring musicians. But if you're playing like bar gigs here and there, you know, you're that kind of a band, so you're not a professional touring band, right? Worship teams in church, your minister, okay? Great headset for ministers. Doing just straight out speeches, not even doing any singing. It's great. It does both. It's the best of both worlds, right? It can handle singing and it can handle just right out speech. And of course, in the studio. So for home studio musicians, okay, like what I've got set up here, or if you're in a regular studio setup, you know, give that to the people that are coming in to do the recording. I think these would also be really great units for that. But as far as being an on-tour kind of thing where you're going through a lot of, you know, horrifying stuff with gear, I probably would say no. Don't buy this. Buy like a G3 or G4 Evolution system or a high-end Shure system or what have you. Anyway, so I want to do 3 audio tests for you guys. And being I'm in the home recording studio right now, I am recording this onto the computer for the video and audio through all my gear here. My Sennheiser unit first gets plugged in to my Boss VE2 pedal, which has pitch correction if I want it. It has auto key sense, so it senses the key I'm playing in, matches things up great. It has effects in it like harmonizing, reverb delay, but we're only using just the reverb. I don't like the reverb delay setup. But this is right now is a pure dry signal. So the only thing that is EQ'd at all through any of this is actually my voice, because you do have to EQ your voice, right? Flat response, of course, on the guitar. I'm plugged in, my GT1000 board actually plugs in, so I built a clean amp to run my acoustic through, so no effects whatsoever on the guitar. Anyways, let's get on with this, and then you guys can be the judge yourself of what you think. The guitar I'm using, of course, is a Taylor 114 CE if you're curious about the guitar. Anyhow. This is a song I did. This way YouTube doesn't get on my neck. I wanna serve you, Lord, for the rest of my days. I want to be like Jesus. I wanna make the lame to walk and the blind to see. Open up the prison doors and set the captives free. Oh Lord, I want to be like Jesus in every way. I wanna walk on water, I wanna split the sea. I wanna move a mountain, turn it upside down, and make it spin around and around, and make it spin around. Okay, so that's level 1. Level 2. So level 2 has its own little enhancements with the reverb on it. I wanna serve you, Lord, for the rest of my days. I want to be like Jesus. I wanna make the lame to walk and the blind to see. Open up the prison doors and set the captives free. Oh Lord, I want to be like Jesus in every way. I wanna walk on water, I wanna split the sea. I wanna move a mountain, turn it upside down, and make it spin around and around, and make it spin around. Now obviously I'm not playing the full song either, but third level, this has got everything going, harmonizing, reverb, all that jazz. I wanna serve you, Lord, for the rest of my days. I want to be like Jesus. I wanna make the lame to walk and the blind to see. Open up the prison doors and set the captives free. Lord, I want to be like Jesus in every way. I wanna walk on water, I wanna split the sea. I wanna move a mountain, turn it upside down, and make it spin all around and around, and make it spin all around. Okay, so push two little buttons. There's our batteries. Okay, you have a dB cut range. Mine is set on 0, which means wide open. Okay, you also have -10, -20, -30. Kind of like having a rotary gain control, except it runs off of a switch, which I think is actually a better idea. Because those little screwdrivers, you can lose them. They're plastic tipped, so they can actually wear out over time. But also, people tend to be a little rough on the turn dial, and they can actually break that potentiometer. So I think Sennheiser was really good by using the switch system here. Sync button to sync your transmitter and receiver together. And of course, your power button to turn things on and off. Mute is a slide switch up here, which is really great. I like the design of this. I like the fact that I know it's going to be a durable unit either way. I mean, I've been using an all-plastic 5-fine system for quite a while now, and I've had absolutely zero issues, which has been great. You know, so I think, you know, I mean, for the money, $440 Canadian, I think is a really awesome price for this Sennheiser unit. And being it is Sennheiser, Sennheiser does have a reputation for having really top-notch gear. Even in this price range, I don't think you can really beat it, to be honest. You do have readout that says Bank 2, Channel 2, and it actually says Bank 2, Channel 2. It tells you the exact frequency of that as well. So if you're working with older equipment, you don't want to look through your manual to say to Buddy, well, I'm on there. You can just read it here and you know what frequency you're on. And so if there is a collision, somebody else can switch. Battery indicator, of course, here. Dummy lights over there for the same stuff, so your board tech can keep an eye on stuff. How your levels are going to be set up, there's a gain system as well on the receiver box to push the signal into your system. That has to be set up, right? You have to find its little sweet spot. You know, because you don't want to drive overboard, but at the same time, you also don't want to overdrive your gains on your board either. You know, so you got to find that balance. And I'm not going to even bother with that stuff of telling you where everything is set on my system, because every system is different, okay? And you have to find those sweet spots on your own equipment yourself to get the best possible out of it. Now, this unit comes with a set of batteries with it. Does come with the headset, of course, the power supply, and the receiver box, because the receiver box uses power supply. Does not come with any cables, okay? You're on your own. So you either have to go with an unbalanced connection, which I probably wouldn't recommend, but if it's the only connection point you have, suck it up. You're going to have to deal with it. It does have XLR on the back as well, which is much cleaner. Actually, XLR is not only a cleaner, more stable signal, it also has a little bit more output to it as well over an unbalanced connection, and I use nothing but XLR. Okay, I've found that XLR is just extremely awesome. Now, my 5-fine unit, of course, is not XLR. It's just a regular tip sleeve deal, right? So it's unbalanced connection point. In the studio here, I plug it into a DI, which helps to clean it up more. At the church, I've always plugged it in just direct to the board, you know, because I didn't have a DI at the church separate for that unit to plug into. And it's pretty clean, you know, it's not a big issue. If you have the hearing trained, you can actually notice the difference between a balanced and unbalanced, or a unbalanced going into a DI and becoming kind of sort of balanced in that sense. You can actually tell the difference in the sound if your ears are trained for being able to pick that up and you know what you're trying to listen for too. But anyways, in the end, overall, highly recommend this unit. So if you're a church, if you're a regular, you know, bar town gigger, if you're home studio musician, or even in a studio situation where you're going to a actual studio, right, not in some guy's house, definitely would recommend this unit for sure. Speech-wise, yeah, if you're a minister or if you're just somebody who's doing speeches around the countryside, you know, or around the world, and you're just talking, you're not singing, this would be great for those guys too, because they don't need, you know, like $1,000 unit or an $800 unit for just doing talking with, you know. This is more than adequate. And our drummer uses this same set, okay? That's where I first saw his, and I thought, you know. I really liked the G3 Evolution that I reviewed for you guys. I really did. I just couldn't justify $780 Canadian on that set as much as I liked it and thought it was really cool, you know, and I loved the displays on it and all that other jazz. This set is less money. Yeah, there are differences, obviously. But I think in the end, this was the best way for me to go for all my uses. Okay, now I use this in the studio. I use it at church. Our church does outdoor things at times, like we've done the Maple Syrup Fest, stuff like that. It's going to handle the cold weather. It's going to handle the hot weather, so that's not an issue with it. Okay, it will handle it. So I wouldn't be concerned with that. Sennheiser does some extremely rigorous testing of their equipment before it even gets to be packaged up and out the door. So, yeah, I think that that's really awesome of them. I mean, you gotta love it when a company goes through what they do to ensure that you get really top-notch quality products, and at affordable prices too, which is really good. But anyways, so let me know what you guys think. Of how it went, even with the playing and singing portion. I know some of you probably don't like Christian music, but that's the stuff I tend to write. It's what I play the most of as well. I do play other types of music, but to keep YouTube off my back, I play stuff that I write, and it kind of works for me. But you get an idea how the unit actually works. And for the guy who requested this video to be up sooner, thank you for that. You motivated me because I've been wanting to do this video. I wasn't sure what I was going to do today, so that was really cool. And I got this video up for you guys, for everybody, not just for him. But that was my influence, was, you know, he is looking for at this particular set. So yes, buddy, I definitely think that it would be a great setup for you as well. So there you go. Buy with confidence and rest assured that it is a great unit. Now, as far as durability of dropping it on the floor goes, we're not going to do that. Okay, I have a very hard floor here, and I'm not going to just intentionally drop, you know, my unit just to satisfy somebody's curiosity. But if you have a rug on your floor, I think it would not have any problems. But on a hard surface, you might break the battery door. That's possible, but other than that, I don't think you're going to experience a lot of damage. Hard to say. We're not going to test that to find out. The idea is if you take care of your equipment takes care of you. So the more careful you are, the longer and more durable it's going to be in the end for lasting you. And just so, I mean, I've dropped my 5-fine unit a few times. Not on the floor here particularly. Actually, no, yeah, it did hit the floor once or twice. But it hasn't broken yet. Okay, and this is my original unit for wireless of my own. So now this body clip is very similar to this one. This is put together a lot better, a lot more stronger system for a clip. Where this one, once in a while, depending on the belt I'm wearing or how I yank at it, it can pop the clip out, but it just pops right back in, so it's not a big issue. You know, but this is a very basic unit system. But I like it. You know, it works great. It's just that it sucks batteries like crazy. But anyhow. So there you go. That's my thoughts and feelings on the Sennheiser system here. And if you're interested and you're in Canada, I will have the Long McQuaid link to their page with their Sennheiser stuff, which will include that. If you're not in Canada, well, you can probably get these things at any of your local music stores, probably Amazon, I would imagine. Lots of different places you can buy stuff. You know, and voila, away you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Ciao.